Hey guys, it's Jessica and welcome back to the Sugar Crystal Kitchen. It's almost Thanksgiving and I thought, well, I've got to share my special pumpkin pie recipe with you all. We all know the holidays can get busy, so this is a super quick and easy one bowl recipe. Without further ado, let's just get right into the recipe. I already made some pie dough ahead of time. If you haven't seen my previous upload on how to make it, don't forget to check it out. Since I'm only making one 9-inch pumpkin pie, I'm just going to take half of this pie dough and place the other half back into the freezer. Flour your work surface, dough, and rolling pin to ensure that nothing sticks and begin to roll out the dough. I did let this dough thaw for a bit because it was obviously too firm to roll out straight from the freezer. Anyways, keep rolling until the dough becomes about 1/4 to 1/8 inch in thickness. At this point, this is a little trick I like to use when transferring the dough to the pan to prevent it from cracking. Just flour the rolled out dough and wrap it around your rolling pin. Also make sure to spray down your pie pan before unrolling the dough over it. Take the back of your hand and gently press the dough into the crevices of the pan, but don't stretch the dough or else it may become too thin and tear. Now take a knife and trim off the excess dough and we can begin crimping. Just take your left thumb and index finger and push it against your right thumb and keep repeating this until you've crimped the entire circumference of the pie. Now take a fork and poke some holes on the bottom of your pie crust. This will just help the steam escape while we are baking it. At this point, we are ready to blind bake our pie dough. Gently cover the dough with some aluminum foil and fill it with your pie weights. Rice and beans work great in this case. Once you're done with that, pop this into the oven and let it bake for 20 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Meanwhile, let's work on the filling. In a big mixing bowl, combine together 1 15-ounce can of pumpkin puree and 3 eggs. After that, we're going to pour in 1 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk and stir that through as well. Lastly, for the flavoring, just add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a pinch of salt, and of course pumpkin spice. We're going to need 2 teaspoons of that, and just whisk everything together. The pie crust should be ready by now. Simply remove the pie weights and aluminum foil, and then we're going to take a pastry brush and brush some egg white over the pie crust. The purpose of doing this is that the egg wash will create a barrier between the crispy crust and the liquid filling so that the crust doesn't absorb all the moisture and become soggy. Give it a gentle wiggle to smooth out the surface and bake this off at 325 degrees Fahrenheit for 50 to 55 minutes. Once your pumpkin pie has come out of the oven, you should let it cool to room temperature completely before placing it into the refrigerator. I'm obviously not going to wait that long to show you guys how it looks on the inside, so let's just dig right into it. Of course, we have to have some freshly whipped cream to go with our traditional pumpkin pie. Usually you'd want to have a cool slice of pie before doing this because the heat will melt the cream, but whatever. Now, last but not least, give it a sprinkle of pumpkin pie spice, and that is it. This pumpkin pie isn't overly sweet and has this wonderful melt in your mouth texture. The smooth filling pairs perfectly with that flaky homemade crust, and the whipped cream is just a wonderful addition that gives this dessert an extra touch of sweetness and elegance. I hope you guys have time to whip up this pumpkin pie in time for your Thanksgiving. For now, I hope you all enjoyed today's recipe. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching!